Hi, Bonar here. Just a very super quick tip. One of the questions I get all the time from students is how do I find the time to practice? I don't have time to practice. It's hard for me to find the time to practice, etc., etc. And I totally sympathize. It's hard for me to find the time to practice, but I do. Anyway, what we have to do is when you're learning to play guitar, you're not just learning to master the instrument. You're learning to incorporate playing an instrument into your lifestyle. And so that means a change. It means that you're now making time for something that wasn't there before. So you have to be conscious of that. And a strategy for beginning to make that happen is what I call guerrilla practice. And that's not the big hairy gorilla. It's like, guerrilla fighters in the jungle. What you're trying to do is as you go through your day, you just want to pay attention to when you have little bits of slack. Maybe you're getting ready for work in the morning and you have 15 minutes before you have to go. Okay? Instead of sitting there watching morning television and things like that, turn the sound off on the TV and grab your guitar for 5 minutes. Likewise, if you get home and you've got dinner cooking or what have you, and it's going to be ready in 20 minutes, grab your guitar and play guitar for a few minutes. As I have discussed in other tips, frequency is much more important than duration. And so it's really important to pick your guitar up as often as possible. It's not really essential initially when you're first getting used to playing the guitar and you're first getting started. It's not really essential to play the guitar for long stretches of time every day. But the more frequently you pick the guitar up and just work on whatever it is that you're working on at that moment, for as many minutes as you can manage, either in focus or energy or that you have in your schedule. Even if you pick the guitar up 2 or 3 times a day for 5 or 10 minutes, that frequent contact with the guitar will begin to build tremendous momentum for you. So that's the secret, is just steal the minutes where you can. Eventually, you will begin to have more enjoyment out of the guitar as you gain a little traction and as you begin to have some skill. And you'll begin finding it easier and easier to set aside a little bit of time here and there to practice. But initially, what you want to do is just use this guerrilla practice strategy. Watch your activities through the day and make a choice. Oh, I'm not just going to sit and veg out in front of the TV. I'm going to grab my guitar and practice for a couple of minutes, or I'm going to go to bed in a few minutes, but I've got 10 minutes now, rather than turn the TV on again or Netflix or whatever it is that you're doing. Take a few minutes and pick your instrument up. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get and the more fun you're going to have. So have fun, practice as often as you can. I'll see you soon.